pray that y'all gon' make it out. Keep coming round. And they don't even like my song. I burn up the timer before them bust my dome. Instead, I can hear brothers say, what up, nigga, brother, one more time. We killing it, and plus we dying. I'm gonna go out behind my brother. Cause I swing it out. Before he go and I don't ride. I'm just a lonely child. Who wants someone to help out? I'll take this pain away. This pain
Yeah, you know, at home opener for the Jackets as well, so kind of an interesting time. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on this weekend, purple and gold, and with the addition to the women's teams this year and what that's going to mean. So a lot going on with the Yellow Jackets here, and a big game, yeah, you mentioned it. Both teams at 1-3. The only difference is one team won their conference opener, one didn't win their conference opener, but we'll see where this Defiance team is at right now. Mm-hmm.
So many pieces. He had a chance, or I had a chance, I should say, to talk to Coach Morgan at halftime about the football games recently. She was also talking about there are a lot of players back. So you have a lot of returning players, you have a lot of new faces too. So it's not a situation like last year.
Mm-hmm.
That you expect, but also it's more like a typical season that's getting underway.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year.
Yeah, you know, this DC team is led by freshman in scoring Kayla Houston at 12.5 points per game. But you look at 3 of the top 5 scorers on this team. Taylor Haynes, a sophomore player back, saw a lot of playing time as a freshman, just under 10 points a game. Jordan Wynn, another sophomore player, saw a ton of playing time last year at 7 points a game. Allie Mowen, a senior, who at times hit some big three-point shots for the Yellow Jackets a year ago, averages 7 points as well. And then you're adding in another freshman in Shawnee Little at just under 9 points, adds in about 2.5 to 3 assists a game as well. So this is a DC team. Yeah, they're starting the process of it's not a complete overhaul of the roster every year. So they've got some pieces back, looking to compete, trying to build on what they did from a year ago, and a big opportunity here early on. As kind of, you mentioned it, kind of an odd start to the season, especially for Rochester Christian. When you take a look at their opening game of the year was a conference game, so they didn't even really get the chance to get a tune-up. They played some tune-ups since then, but just kind of the unbalanced nature of the WAC right now, playing that first game as a conference game, a little bit unusual. And now they're kind of getting back into the thick of things.
Yeah, I think one of the things I like about the scoring specifically for the Jackets is you have a couple of players. You have Taylor Haynes, as you mentioned, Shawnee Little, Jordan Wynn, all scoring above their per game average in conference play. So, it's a very small sample size. I'll grant you, I think it's only, one conference game. So, it's not like it's a huge sample size, but the fact that you have players who are coming into the system, starting to figure some things out, but also starting to put a little bit more into conference play, which bodes well, I think, for the Lady Jackets this season.
Yeah, that was a tough conference opener that the Jackets had, too, going to Siena Heights and falling 75-56 at 56 season low in points. The 75 is the season low in points allowed. So you've given up 75-79, then 101-85, and they're down at the University of the Cumberlands in Kentucky playing a tournament to start the year. Cumberlands, by the way, are a nationally ranked NAIA program as well. So the Jackets have tested themselves. It's good for them to go to Wilberforce, get that opening night win, and now get the chance here for a home opener for the Jackets as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing them for the first time this year and really seeing them compete tonight.
On the flip side, for the Warriors from Rochester Christian, they are led in scoring by J.C. Summers, who gives them about 14 points per game. Simone Andrews pours in about 10 a game, and then Ashley Loon gets them about 8 a game. And so, again, I think both of these teams, in that respect, too, are a little bit of mirror images of each other, that you have consistent scoring somewhere between the 12s and the 7s for, I'd say about a third to half of your roster. It's just, I think both teams are looking for that individual who is going to take over late in a ball game. I think that both of these teams still need to identify who that player is. Perhaps it's Kayla Houston for the Jackets. Perhaps it's JC Summers for Rochester Christian. That remains to be seen. But again, I think you look at two teams pretty evenly matched. Obviously, same record. Statistically speaking, a lot of similarities between the two teams. It's early in the season. It's a conference matchup. It's going to be an interesting thing to watch how this game unfolds, especially with the lack of conference experience so far for both of these teams this season.
Yeah, and the numbers really kind of show what you were saying. These teams looking a lot alike. This is a Defiance team that's so far, and again, both teams with 4 games, so even though a small sample size, at least comparable as far as number of games played, Jackets have scored 59.5 points per game. Rochester scored 58.8, so both teams offensively still a little bit of a struggle. The Jackets shooting the ball maybe a little bit better than they were a year ago at about 36% from the floor, still struggling from behind the arc at 23%. The defense is still kind of the one thing the Jackets want to work on. They've allowed 85 a game. And we mentioned that again, gave up 101 to the University of the Cumberlands, who at the time was ranked 25th in the country in the NAIA. Meanwhile, for Rochester Christian, they've allowed 74. They're allowing 74 a game. So you look at that Dearborn game. Since then, lost to Huntington 87-52, lost to Spring Arbor 76-42, and then lost to Bethel 72-64. So much like the Jackets, and kind of one thing that I think we talked a lot about a year ago for this DC team, it felt like it was a lot of freshmen, sometimes all freshmen, seeing a lot of playing time. The offense really never felt like it got going. It never really got going for 40 minutes. It's one of those things where they played well maybe for 6, 8, 10-minute spurt.
Like a quarter.
Yeah, and then it was trying to, they'd be in games, and then 2 minutes later they're down a dozen. That was one of the things that the Jackets really want to try to clean up. Be interested to see what happens. See here the WAC standings very, very early in the season, and looking forward to that. Top 8 go to the WAC tournament this year. So when it was a 13-team conference, they took 10 teams. Now that it's down to 12 and will go down to 11, it's going to be 8, so you're fighting for the top 8 spots. But again, it's just an early start to the season.
Yeah, and, again, Siena Heights, can't talk enough about the story with Siena Heights, and that this is the final year that they are going to be open. And so, it's going to be interesting to see how the basketball season kind of rolls on with a team that, it's kind of like a last hurrah in a lot of ways. So Siena Heights is one of those teams, I think, that, is really going to play some inspired basketball.
Right.
I think in conference, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, it could go one of two ways, right? It's either everyone bands together and they go, hey, this is going to be something we want to talk about for the rest of our lives. Or it can go the other way where, let's say, 2-1, tough to tell, but let's say they get off to they're 3-8, 3-9, 3-10. You've got a team that can go, heck with it. We know we're not going to be here next year. Let's play, and everyone plays for themselves. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. So all eyes in the WAC, at least on us tonight. The only game going on in the conference. See a full night of conference action tomorrow night.
Yeah, we have 5 matchups tomorrow evening, and they all tip at 5:30 Eastern, which is pretty cool, just like our matchup tonight. Getting ready to tip off here in just a few moments, but we are getting ready for the national anthem, so we're going to step aside. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups and much more on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
You've finished your undergraduate studies. Take the next step and defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Earn your MBA or Master of Arts in Education degree. Plus, we offer school principal and superintendent licensure programs. 100% online. No GMAT or GRE required. No application fees, accelerated 8-week semesters, and affordable tuition. Nationally recognized for hands-on service and experience. Defy the ordinary with graduate studies at Defiance College.
And that forward, a 6'2" senior from Troy, Michigan, number 21, Kendall Zyder. The Warriors are led by head coach Jared Ocampo, assisted by Amy Zink, Arthur Asbury, and James Rogers. And now the starting lineup for your Defiance College Yellow Jackets. At guard, a 5'3" freshman from Columbus, Ohio, number 0, Shawnee Little. At point guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Cleveland, Ohio, number 3, Taylor Haynes. At guard, a 5'4" junior from Cartagena, Spain, number 10, Lorena Caporos. At forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 20, Jordan Wynn. And at forward, a 5'8" freshman from Columbus, Ohio, number 21, Kayla Houston. The Yellow Jackets are led by head coach Courtney P.A., assisted by William Rumis and Style Harper Esdale.
So there you have it, the starting lineups for both teams just announced. And we, as always, appreciate Gene Sugg giving us the starting lineups, the voice of the Yellow Jackets. And it's great to be back here at the Carl H. Wiener Center, Randy, for tonight's WAC basketball matchup on a Tuesday evening.
Yeah, it felt like I was just across the street like a week ago. But
feels like it.
Great.
Oh, wait, we were.
That's right. So I hope you're ready. We're going to ease our way into basketball season with 5 games the first week. So
yeah, that's a good point. The Yellow Jackets Sports Network is going to be very busy this week. We have the Purple and Gold tournament on Friday and Saturday, and that means that we're going to be covering 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock tip-offs both Friday and Saturday. So you get a handful of DC DC athletics here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network to start. Tip to the Jackets. They will maintain possession and then promptly lose it out of bounds. That was Caparos right there from Cartagena, Spain. So it's international flavor.
Yeah,
for the Jackets here, recruiting from all over the place.
Lost the handle on the far sideline. Tough break for the Jackets. Won the opening tip and trying to get back defensively. Nice quick hands there. Taylor Haynes knocked that one away.
Yep, that was a back cut opportunity there for the Warriors, and Haynes gets her hand in the passing lane and tips that one out of bounds. 9:44 to play here in the opening quarter. Still scoreless. Rochester Christian's opening possession. Jackets turned it over on their first possession upon winning the tip. Good defense by Little, and Little causes a tie-up. This one will stay right here with Rochester Christian, but that's the last thing you want, I think, if you're coach Jared Ocampo, is to lose the tip and then get a tie-up right away and lose that possession arrow too.
Yeah, nice job by Shawnee Little, just sticking her hands in. Quick hands defensively, able to force the tie-up. If anything else, it wins you the arrow next time there's going to be a jump ball.
Lost the handle up top. Did Lowry. Steal by the Jackets. This is Little. Little's pushing, taking it all the way to the 10. Lays it up and in for the first points of the game.
Yeah, starts on the other end of the floor. Very quick defensively, was able to get after it. You see it right there. Knocked the ball away, so Shawnee Little being a factor here very early on for the Jackets.
Yeah, the defense is very aggressive so far for Coach PA, which I'm sure she has to be ecstatic about. And you talked about it in the pregame, Randy. It's not so much about how you start, it's staying consistent with that. I think the Jackets, as their defense is just smothering, another steal by Little, another drive, another easy layup, and it's 4-0. Oh, this one was Taylor Haynes. My apologies. We get an inbounds infraction against the Warriors, and this one's going to the Jackets as well. So everything coming up DC so far, up 4-0. Possession arrow in their favor. And already going to the bench are the Rochester Christian Warriors.
Yeah, just didn't quite see what happened on that inbound, but I'm going to guess with the bounce.
Maybe stepped in or bounded it on the end line.
Took an extra bounce, and I think might have bounced it, like you said, right on the end line. So huge break for the Jackets. Now you got to try to take advantage of it.
See how the Jackets do in a half-court set. Their two baskets came from transition, so they turned it over on the one half-court set opportunity they had. Still 18 to shoot, plenty of time. 8 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. It's 4-0 Jackets. Drive by Taylor Haynes and a foul, non-shooting foul. So this one will go out of bounds to Defiance College. Reset the shot clock to 20, 8:36 to play in the quarter.
Just a little bump in the contact, just enough to draw the whistle.
That's where if you know I think that's experience right there for Taylor Haynes and Shawnee Little, both primary ball handlers for the Jackets. If you anticipate drawing contact, might not be a bad idea to put one up just in case. Going to get a travel called. This time is going to go against Jordan Wynn. Wynn had that ball on the sideline right there, was going to try to put that one on the floor, or was that Houston?
I think it was Kayla Houston.
Was that okay? 21-20. I got to. It's hard to see sometimes from the side, Randy.
That's one of the things. Kayla Houston just had a ball fake and started to move without getting the dribble down. And this is what gave Defiance trouble a year ago, and the ball moved side to side. Nice job defensively out of the Jackets, come up with a rebound.
Turnover by the Jackets. Step through. And free throws coming for Shahad Bakar.
Yeah, tough job here by Caperos. You can see the rebound and then tried to get the pass. Thought she was going to be double-teamed on the baseline. Wanted to try to get rid of it. Committed the turnover, then tried to help out defensively, and unfortunately caught just a little too much of the body.
Bakar's first free throw is good. And on the season, she already has now 7 attempts and 83% free throw shooter. Second one off the back iron, no good. Got to save that ball. She can't. Ooh, I didn't think she could dribble that one. I thought she lost her dribble.
I thought she did too, but officials deemed she never had it, I guess.
Three-pointer, no good for the Jackets. That's Houston on the miss. One and done for Defiance College. It's 4-1 on the Defiance College scoreboard. Another transition opportunity. Shot up and no good that time by Houston. Had the steal, had the run out. Here's a long pass stolen again by the Jackets. Triple, got to knock that one down. Nope, rims out, no good. Good look that time by Caparos.
Yeah, gotta like the defense here for the Jackets. They forced about 5-6 turnovers first 3 minutes of the game. Yeah, just been unable to take advantage of all of them.
Caparos in the lane by the free throw line, up and good. It is now 6-1 Jackets lead. Working the ball inside. Errant pass, steal by the Jackets. That time Houston gets the strip.
That's the right idea for Rochester Christian going inside out. Gotta like the hustle here out of Little. She recognized that ball was going to be lost at midcourt, went right after it. Couldn't corral it, but did enough to knock it out of bounds and Now they're going to say that's going to be off Rochester Christian.
Yeah, I believe that one went
Yeah,
off of.
This one's going to get discussed.
Off Zeider. I think they made the right call there, Randy, because that was tipped and it went off a player's leg. It's just a question of, was it Kendall Zeider's leg? Because she's the one who looked at the official kind of uncertain.
Or maybe they knew all along and they're trying to determine if there was a possession, what the shot clock was going to be set at. A weird series of events.
Runner up, no good by Little. I called her Caparos by accident, 10-0. I'll get it right. It's early. A lot of hustle out there by the Jackets. Three-pointer up and no good. Kick this one out. Going to Bakar, who kicks it up to the top. Runner no good that time. Missed by Zeider. And the Jackets receive possession. They're going to the bench for the first time. The Warriors have already gone to the bench a little bit, and they're going to continue to do so. Good kick out. Short jumper, rims out, no good. Jackets are active on the offensive glass, which is good. Run out, layup opportunity by Bakar. She gets fouled. Good hustle getting back down the court by the Jackets, but that'll draw a whistle and 2 free throws.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Caparos. Try to get back. I don't know if she actually made any contact at all. But the officials saw that, and now they're going to, oh, they might be modifying the call here on who this is on.
Ali Mowen checks in for the Jackets.
Entering for the Warriors.
And looked like Caparos takes a seat.
Across the line for the Warriors, shooting 2.
Yeah, it's going to be her second foul already.
Carr's first free throw up and good. 6-2, very unconventional 6-2 score. 2 free throws for the Warriors, 3 transition baskets for the Jackets. Second free throw good, so 6-3 your score. And again, another substitution as this time Andrews checks back in for the Warriors. I get the feeling you're going to be seeing that a lot, Randy. A lot of going up and down the bench. I think that to me says that Rochester Christian expects to play an up-tempo game, and they want to make sure they have fresh legs in there for as much as possible. Mowen bringing it up with 5:35 and counting here in the first quarter. Handoff up top to Haynes. Haynes to Mowen. Mowen kicks it in. Good kick out. Good jab step. They're going to call a block on the Warriors. Late call. See if she was inside that circle or not. No, she wasn't inside the circle. They're saying she didn't get her feet set. So that foul is going against.
Smith entering for Defiance.
It's going to be Kendall
21 Zeider, yeah.
It just slid over a step too late. Tried to take the charge, but like our replay showed, just outside the cylinder.
Taylor Haynes for the Jackets, a 50% free throw shooter coming into tonight. First one up and good. Let's ignore the percentages and let's root for her to knock down both free throws.
It's early.
Yeah, she was only 4 of 8 coming into tonight's game. So, again, we talk about this a lot. Very limited sample size. That would have been a reshoot anyway as J.C. Summers gets into the paint a little early. But the free throw is good, and that makes it 8-3 on the Defiance College scoreboard. 4 points so far for Taylor Haynes. And a steal. I like the transition pass, but a little bit too far to the right, close to the Warriors bench. And this one goes out of bounds. So turnover again. Got to be about like the 4th or 5th turnover so far for Rochester Christian.
It's been a real good idea what Defiance is trying to do. And this is a little interesting. We're seeing a player getting carried off into the trainer's room. I didn't see a number. Right on the back of the assistant coach.
Mila Alce with the turnaround. Short pop there to cut the lead to 3, 8-5. I did not catch the number on that either. Randy, good eyes. Jackets trying to drive in on this almost a 1-2-2. Mowen from deep, no good. Good bounce pass, kick back, short pop, no good. This one's going to be a foul on the floor against the Jackets. Rebound and put back by Lockie, but unable to convert. And that foul's going against Taylor Haynes, and that takes us to our first media timeout. 4:15 left in the first quarter. We're going to step aside. It's 8-5 Jackets on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Defy the ordinary at Defiance College, a leader in STEM career training, science, technology, engineering, math, with strong focus on hands-on research, internships, and field experience. Spend the summer conducting real research with faculty in fields like exercise physiology, water quality, data analytics, and much more. Personalized advising and mentorships for students pursuing health-related careers. Explore STEM and defy the ordinary at Defiance College.
Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. And also, we want to say thank you to BSN Sports, providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit the Sideline store today at DefianceAthletics.com. 8-5 your score here. The Jackets probably, Randy, in that timeout. You don't want to lament missed opportunities in the course of action, I don't think. But if you're Coach P, you got to be thinking we should be up at least like 14-5 at this point, right?
Yeah, she's really got to stress how well her defense has played here early on. They're going to talk about that, despite the fact this is a one-possession game, but the number of turnovers that they forced and just, like you said earlier, just missed opportunities, run out passes a little long, someone steps on the sideline. So this has been a huge chance for the Jackets, and you feel like this game's a lot worse than 8-5.
I want to say that foul is going against Kayla Houston, fighting for the rebound.
That's going to be the fourth team foul. Now here's the fifth team foul.
So going against the same player, unfortunately, I believe.
Jackets are going to be, or Rochester Christian's going to be in the bonus the rest of the quarter now.
So 5 team fouls against the Jackets, 2 players with 2 fouls apiece for Defiance College, and their bench is going to be tested even more with the injury that happened. I apologize. I did not catch a number for the player who
I didn't see a number
who went off.
And we already had 1 in crutches for DC to begin with. You see on that bench 2 players with the warm-ups off. So going with about 7 tonight, it looks like. Another 1 in street clothes. Looks like 2 in street clothes. Looks like Credence Chittenden being one of them.
Good Euro step, draws the contact. No basket, but going to the line is Kayla Houston for a pair. Does make you wonder, Randy, with the limited depth on the bench tonight and a player who looks to be injured as well. Can they continue to play at that frenetic pace, especially on defense, or are they going to have to kind of slow this game down? First free throw rims in for Houston. And Houston coming into tonight's first. I'll get a travel off the rebound. Good fighting right there for the loose ball. But Houston comes into tonight as a 67% free throw shooter.
A tough break for the Jackets. Looked like the rebound came down, and then Rochester Christian just gave it up, and that allowed the extra step in the travel.
Nice left-handed runner, basket by Zeider, and that'll cut the lead to 1, 9-8. If the Jackets can get out of this quarter with the lead, despite putting the Warriors in the bonus so early and being down a player now due to injury, that's going to speak volumes about how well this team plays together. There's a nice entry pass and a basket. And one opportunity for Jordan Wynn.
Yeah, nice catch, Jordan Wynn. You're going to see ball's going to stay high. She calls for it, holds it, does come it down a little bit, but never takes the dribble. Keeps that waist high and above. And that's exactly what you want to do as a post player. Able to score, draws the contact. Now a chance for a huge three-point play.
Gutsy pass into the paint right there to Jordan. Double coverage. Guarded by 2 players as the free throw's up and good. Three-point play makes it 12-8 on the Defiance College scoreboard. 3:15 and counting, but that was a really gutsy pass, entry pass there.
Yeah, you got to trust when your post players call for the ball. You got to be good enough to try to feed them. That's exactly what happened here.
Timeout. Defiance College. Coach PA will call a 30, and we'll keep this one right here. Want to say thank you to Sweetwater Chop House. Sweetwater Chop House is located on Eagle Rock Golf Club. Open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads. Utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables and our on-site herb garden, we take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. So 3:02 to play here in the opening quarter, 12-8 Jackets. I think both teams are going to go into the end of this quarter thinking about how important it is to take better care of the basketball and realizing both teams should probably have at least 6 more points apiece.
Oh, easily.
I think it's good defense by both teams. Turnovers for the Warriors. The Jackets, looked like a walk, but it wasn't called. And a run out for the Warriors leads to an easy transition basket. That basket by Ashley Loon cuts the lead to 2. It's that half-court set that the Jackets sometimes struggle with. There's a long 2, no good. Shot missed by Kayla Houston. Rebound to the Warriors. Body bump. This one's going to go against Jordan Wynn near midcourt, and that's going to send the Warriors to the line.
It looks like that injured player came back to the bench. It looks like it was Shawnee Little. So you see her on the bench right now. You can see her number 0 right there. Trying to test how much weight she can put. Looks like that ankle,
left
lower
ankle.
leg, yeah.
We'll call it a lower body injury. First free throw up and good. Make by Ashley Loon, the senior guard from Oak Park, Michigan. Loon on the season. These are her first free throw attempts, so she is a perfect 2 for 2 on the season. 100%, can't get much better.
Yeah, good idea, Rochester Christian. Try to speed up the Jackets a little bit, see if they can force them into a turnover.
They get the turnover, passes deflected out of bounds by Wynn, and that leads to an out of bounds for the Warriors. Could have been a transition opportunity right there, so good job by Jordan to get those hands up and deflect that pass. 2:15 and counting in the opening quarter. We're tied at 12. We thought this would be a pretty even matchup. Jackets got out to an early lead. 3 from the right side, no good. Scramble for the ball. Triple from the top. Nothing but net that time for Ashley Loon. And the Warriors take their first lead, 15-12.
Yeah, nice ball movement against what looked like a 2-3 zone. The defense tried to extend a little bit and get a little active, and that allowed Rochester Christian to go over the top. Now we'll see ball that's deflected out of bounds. Tough break for the Jackets.
Yeah, I think right now Coach PA's team is seeing not only the full court press, but also seeing an increase in intensity. I think it's a case where, again, you look at the bench depth for the Jackets, you look at the bench depth for Rochester Christian. Obviously a lot more players.
Yeah, good to see that Little back out on the floor for the Jackets, so that'll help out some of those issues with depth.
That time the rebound by Williams she'll get fouled and go to the line. That's the size difference, really, with Rochester Christian, Randy's. You have a couple players like Williams out there, 6'2". You have Zyder at 6'2". Other players like that. The Jackets have Santasia Thomas at 6'2", the only player who's north of 6 foot.
And now some foul trouble building up for the Jackets. Taylor Haynes just picked up her second foul.
Williams makes the first free throw, makes it 16-12. That's her first point of the night. Second one in as well. Jackets now facing, once again, zone full court press. Hope you got your running shoes on tonight, because this is going to be, the Jackets were the ones who kind of started it off, Randy, with the intensity on defense. Now Rochester Christian kind of returning the favor. And we talked a little bit earlier about how much the Warriors are going to go to their bench. I think now you're seeing why. We talked about, fresh legs and pace of play. And so far, Rochester Christian is dictating pace of play. Nice block, but a really good scoop and score that time by Jordan Wynn.
Yeah,
in the right place at the right time.
I was going to say, nice job on the cleanup. Come up with that. Yeah, be careful, it wasn't a travel underneath the basket there.
They're going to get a foul on the floor.
It's going to go on Rochester Christian. And I thought, if anything,
go on Williams.
If anything, I thought that was going to be a DC foul. You saw someone on the rebound for the Jackets can jump in and come away with the rebound. That's going to be the fifth on Rochester
foul.
Christian, so Jackets now going to be in the bonus.
41.6 to play in the opening quarter. Jackets hanging tough, down 17-14, but Rochester Christian, really impressive comeback in this first quarter. First free throw up and good for Allie Mowen.
Yeah, there's no reason to think, like you said a couple of times, Jim, this shouldn't be a very competitive game through 4 quarters.
To me, it's going to be very difficult to maintain pace of play for 4 quarters. That's beautiful scoop shot right there by number 5. That's Andrews. Jackets answer right away as Taylor Haynes goes right into the paint, and it's 19-18. Shot clock turned off. Both teams in the bonus. Steal. Plenty of time. A little show and go. Really like that play out of Haynes.
Yeah, nice shot, Taylor Haynes, and you see Little applying the defense there. So what looked like Rochester Christian was going to get the final opportunity, don't even get a shot off, and the Jackets lead after 1.
2019 your score. DC leads on the Defiance College scoreboard. We'll be back for quarter number 2 on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
I want to take a moment to say thank you to Aftershock Kart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for karts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-GO, and Club Car. We have stock and custom karts, new and used karts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a kart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all your karting needs. So we're 1 quarter in the books, Randy. 2019 your score. I think this is right about where we thought they would be score-wise. Again, 2 pretty evenly matched teams. It's just how both teams went about getting to 20-19 That's always the interesting part.
Yeah, we talked about how this is a Defiance team that came in scoring 59.5 a game. Rochester 58.8. Well, we might get there by halftime.
Something's got to give, yep.
So talked about the defenses trying to tighten up a little bit, and it looks like the defense, although you got to be real pleased with the DC defense, the way they forced turnovers early on.
Mowen holding that ball almost till the 5-second inbound to get it in, but she ultimately gets it into Little, and Little's driving. Gets the ball stolen, and the Warriors will push.
Yeah, good play by Ashley Loon, force the defense, and then what you don't want to see if you're the Jackets, so Little had the ball knocked out of her hands, then wants to atone for it right here. You're going to see trying to get that back tap, and unfortunately catches too much of the body of Loon, draws the foul, and that's going to be, they say that's the first on Shawnee Little.
Jackets have a couple players with 2 fouls apiece. Good steal.
Yeah, it's quick hands. Little did that a couple of times early on. That was missing when she was in the locker room with the injury, but it looks like she's good to go now. Unfortunately,
Turnaround,
Jackets
no good.
Got to be able to score from inside the paint.
Wicked sequence of events right there. The ball gets deflected off the backboard, ends up in the hands of Williams, and she's able to lay it in. 21-20 on the Defiance College scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't know what that was intended to be at first for Rochester Christian. If someone felt the pressure, just wanted to get rid of the basketball and just kind of, I want to say, slammed it off the backboard, but that thing ended up deflecting pretty hard, but right to Williams, who was able to clean up and score.
Deflection also out of bounds against the Jackets, and that'll give the Warriors a fresh possession at 9 minutes to play here in the first half. They lead 21-20. Trying to work the ball inside, and they do. Inside-outside game. Ooh, nice kick. Nice patience by Eunice to knock that one in. And that extends the lead to 23-20.
Yeah, it looked like Eunice at first was going to be trapped under the basket. There's a dangerous cross-court pass. And Zeider was able to knock that away.
Good hands that time by the Warriors. 8:35 to play in the first half. 23-20 the score. Rochester Christian leads Defiance College. Getting that shot clock reset to 24, I believe. As the gym falls very quiet. I was like, I didn't want to say anything either. It's too quiet. Win with the nice pass from Mowen. Nice assist by Allie right there. Nice turnaround. Great shot by Jordan.
Yeah, nice job to finish at the low block, able to use that backboard. Just squares up and gets the score.
Good kick. 3 from the corner, a little strong. Short pop on the deflection by Ashley Loon. Again, right place, right time.
Yeah, Little tried to do what she could, got a good box out, but the ball ended up going up and over her. And unfortunately, it's all Rochester Christian players right there.
Mowen decided not to drive to the hole. Going to get a foul on the floor. Looks like they're going to get Emily Lockey, the sophomore guard.
Just a little hand check. You see the arm's going to go on the corner. That's be the first on Lockey.
Paros checks back in for the Jackets. 25-22 your score. 7:48 to play in the first half. Both teams very active at trying to get the strip. Going to get a foul on the floor. I think this one's going against Eunice.
Again, the same thing we saw earlier. Just on the dribble drive. You're going to see the replay. And I believe this is Taylor Haynes trying to go baseline. Yeah, you see Eunice just like a second late, and you try to defend with your hands instead of your body. And the officials are going to call that.
Jackets working the ball around the perimeter. Didn't hit the rim.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone for DC recognized that at first.
Shot up, no good by Haynes, doing what she could with the limited time remaining on the shot clock. Good deflection. Good steal. Just drip. The worst thing you can do as a post player is put that ball on the floor in traffic.
Yeah, at first it looked like that was going to be an easy score for Rochester Christian, especially after Kayla Houston knocked that away. She thought that went out of bounds. She kind of gave up defensively after running out of real estate.
A foul on the floor.
This should be a shooting foul here.
Jordan Peterson, number 13, tries to get the deflection.
You see Little going up on the trail.
Oh, they're actually going to get Eunice on that one, number 1, yep.
This should be shooting up good.
That'll be 2 on Eunice. As these fouls usually happen, Randy, it happened to the Jackets too, where you get 2 in a very short period of time. Happened to, I think, 2 different players for the Jackets in that first quarter.
Little over the line for Defiance, shooting 2.
Shawnee Little at the line. First one up, first one good. Little on the season, already 28 free throws coming into tonight's game. 71% from the charity stripe. Second one up and good. 25-24. Jackets on a nice little run here to close this deficit to 1. It's one of the things I have to talk to Coach about post-game is just defenders getting their hands up, using their hands as well as the bodies to play defense, deflecting all those passes. That's one I think the Jackets would like that possession back. Good job battling underneath. That's one where you, after the first shot is blocked, I think you want to kick that one back out and give yourself a little more space. Nice pass by the Warriors. Entry pass to Bakar. She lays it up off the glass. 27-24. That's 5 on the night for Bakar.
Yeah, just able to come around on the backside. No one picked her up, left her open. Unfortunately, the Little's 3 a little flat, but a nice job with the offensive rebound.
Mowen with the board, trying to work the ball inside to win.
Little not afraid to use the, not afraid to go up against the bigger bodies. And this is going to be off
This one's
DC.
going out of bounds off Wynn. Wynn got that right hand in, trying to get that rebound. Goes off her hand out of bounds. So 5:45 and counting in the half. 27-24. The Warriors lead. Very competitive back and forth matchup. Nice body control right there by the Warriors. Looked like that was Summers on the layup, her first basket of the night. Extends the lead back to 5, 29-24.
Yeah, nice pass from Zeider. Get her.
That is a very late whistle
Yeah, it
on
was a
that
very
holding call.
extended hold.
I thought they were going to call either a tie ball or a travel. Instead, they end up getting a foul against.
Yeah, it should be on Loon. That's going to be her second. Yeah, just a long hold. Just, I don't know, caught the, was in contact with the body a little too long. That was a weird sequence.
Yeah. But the Jackets get the foul, and we get an immediate turnover, unfortunately, as Smith shuffles the feet, and this one's going back out of bounds, so a turnover by the Jackets.
Yeah, second time we've seen that off an inbound where ball goes to either corner and player wants to begin to move before putting the dribble down.
Short pop, a little bit too strong. Miss, no good by Peterson. Mowen with the ball. She'll look to set up the Jackets in their half-court set.
Yeah, you gotta like Tambury Williams, number 33 for Rochester Christian. The way she tries to go after rebounds. Second time, she nearly jumped over a defender to come up with one. A good break for the Warriors there, 3-on-1.
JC Summers, the recipient of a really nice pass. He had 2 players basically underneath the basket unguarded. So it's just a matter of who's going to be the one who gets the ball and lay it up. Mowen for 3. No good. Jackets fans looking for something to make a little noise about, and that three would have definitely done it. Body bump. Shot no good. I think that's Little on the foul.
Yeah, you're going to see, I believe that is Little, kind of steps up right there. You're going to see it. Catches a little bit of the body on Andrews.
And we're going to get a TV timeout, so we're going to take it with them. 4:10 to play in the first half. 31-24, Rochester Christian leads.
Discover, engage, formulate, initiate, defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Defy, with a unique 4-year focus on career readiness, experiential learning, and 95% plus career placement. Want to serve? 100% of entering students defy the ordinary by engaging in community service with nationally recognized community-based research and service programs. Undergraduate studies you love with personalized experience you want. Defy the ordinary at Defiance College. Apply to Defy.
4:10 to play here in the first half. 31-24, Rochester Christian leads. Jim and Randy on a Tuesday night. Don't forget, on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, we have the Purple and Gold Tournament coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday. We have 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. tips on both nights. And it's going to be a fun weekend full of Yellow Jackets basketball.
Yeah, now there's 4 games each day here at the Wiener Center. So action begins both Friday and Saturday, I believe, at 1 o'clock. But the Yellow Jacket Sports Network will just have the Defiance College games. But I believe on the DC Athletics YouTube, they'll have all 4 games. Just, you got to deal with us for only half of them. So you're welcome, or I'm sorry. I don't know which one you want.
Maybe we'll just kind of try to slip both in there, since, I mean, it is almost Christmas, so why not just try to offer both gifts, parting gifts to our viewers. 4:10 to play here in the first half. Both teams kind of struggling with their half-court sets, as there's a really nice job by Peterson to drive strong on the left side, use a right-hand kiss off the glass, and good, 33-24.
Yeah, just a nice job to go baseline and able to turn and get that off the window and in. Yeah, Jackets have gone cold. You see them trying to do something against that defense. Unable to get inside short-range shots, and the long-range ones have gone like that.
Foul on the floor against the Jackets.
Yeah, it's going to be Taylor Haynes, number 3. Tried to get a little aggressive. She realizes where the pass was going, got there a step too late. Unfortunately, runs into Bakar.
3:32, 3 fouls already for Haynes. Double dribble.
That's a good call.
This one going against Williams.
Yeah, she reached out, lost the handle, and then reached out on the dribble with both hands.
And then put it back on the floor,
yeah,
yep.
And unfortunately cannot do that.
Step through, kick out, triple try. Still haven't got a 3 to drop tonight. Wynn trying to get a short pop there. Left it a little short. 3:10 to play. 9-point lead for the Warriors. Foul on the floor as the drive goes against Summers, and that'll send her to the line for a pair.
Yeah, it's a nice job by Summers. Takes her defender on. I believe that is Kayla Houston. It looks like, yeah, Houston picks up the foul, and that's going to be her 3rd. But nice job, Summers, to attack the defender and at least offer up a shot, get her to the free throw line.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting second half of basketball for the Jackets. On the floor, you have 2 players with 3 fouls and 2 players with 2 fouls. So, I mean, you can't stop playing defense.
Yeah.
You have to battle.
And that's
the first
where
free throw's no good.
A lot of the problems have come from just trying to be aggressive defensively.
Second free throw rims out, no good. So 0 for 2 on that exchange by J.C. Summers. Still showing full court pressure, although they're not quite as intense with it as they were before. Good job keeping the dribble right there by Caparos. Getting the contact, going to the line for a pair.
Yeah, I saw Jordan Wynn. Looked like she was going to go baseline. Instead gets the kick out.
Caparros
And a
at the
good
line
job
the
for
Defiance
Caparros.
team.
So Caparros goes to the line for a pair. And she is a 75% free throw shooter on the season. First one up, hits the front iron, no good. Jackets have been stuck at 24 for a while, and this is something that does happen from time to time, unfortunately, with the Jackets team, is they go into these cold spells, and usually the defense picks up its intensity while the offense kind of is a little sluggish as there's a travel. That'll help the cause as Andrews shuffles a couple times before she heads basketward. Substitution coming in, that's Lowry coming in, and Andrews will eventually check out. There you go.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bodies that sit at the scorer's table, and if you don't check in with the correct one, they will bring you back.
But at least they're nice enough typically to hold up play till you do. Nope, you got to wait 5-10 minutes.
Seen that at every level of basketball in my career.
2 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the opening half. 33-24. Nice pass. Win with the layup. 33-26. Gorgeous assist that time by Caparros. Steal by the Jackets. Transition has been travel. Yeah, lost the handle.
Yeah, a lot of contact under the basket. I think that's what Coach P.A. a little upset about, is there was nothing called, and then on he saw a little dish on the, I think that was Kayla Houston at first, kind of lost her balance on the contact, just wanted to get rid of the basketball. She was afraid she was going to travel, and then just ball lost. So what opportunity goes awry there for the Jackets?
Walking the ball up this time. Not a bad idea considering the pace that these two teams have been playing so far. Drive, left-handed scoop, no good. Missed by Bakar. Jackets on the run out. Knocked out of bounds by Bakar. Good hustle, and I think she was eyeing that opportunity from the moment she lost possession on the other side.
Realized that
I'm going to trail, and I'm going to deflect that ball if it's the last thing I do tonight.
Yeah, the speed didn't go the way it wasn't as fast as she thought, and it gave her a chance. And now a 5-second call is going to go against the Jackets.
Got to hustle on those inbounds plays. That 5 count. Sometimes the officials are a little forgiving with the 4, but turnover by the Jackets on the inbounds. Coach P.A. cannot be happy about that one. 1 minute, 40 seconds to play. Good deflection. A lot of deflections by both teams as this entry pass going to go out of bounds and sail on. That would be Summers trying to get a handle on that one. Going a little more speed here. Anticipating the full court pressure. That's exactly why you just brought her in. Caparros handles the bring the ball up duties despite the full court pressure. Good crossover. Drops it in. Nice 2 that time for Houston. My apologies. That's Haynes. This one thrown out of bounds by Lowry. Lowry's trying to set up a player for a 3 right there. A little bit too strong on the pass.
Yeah, defense again just causing trouble. We've mentioned it a couple of times. Jackets just haven't been able to cash in on as many opportunities as they would have liked to.
1 minute to play in the first half. 33-28. Jackets need a strong finish to this first half. Mowen on the drive. Good kick. A little strong on the shot by Wynn. This one will be turned over to the Jackets. That's just outright hustle by both teams right there, Randy.
Yeah, nice job. I think that was Caperos, number 10, able to poke that away. It looked like Jordan Wynn was going to get a putback.
Timeout, Defiance.
And it looks like Jackets are going to use their second timeout already, so they're only going to have 2 left down the stretch.
42 seconds to play gives us an opportunity to say thank you to Mark Moats Ford. At our Ford dealership in Defiance, we strive to provide you with top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. So it's going to be an interesting conversation to have for both these teams, Randy. What do you think the Warriors are going to be talking about going into the locker room?
Well, right now they got to be concerned with just the number of turnovers. So this is going to be DC ball, and you don't want to. Oh, they're going to reset. There's going to be possession change. So shot clock's going to be a full 30 for Defiance here. So huge opportunity for the Jackets to get this to a one-possession game.
33-28, plenty of time. 30 on the shot clock, 42.2 on the game clock. Last time the Jackets tried to inbound it, they got a 5-second call. This time they're able to get it in. Nearly a travel, and unfortunately Wynn did lose that pivot foot.
Yeah, had an opportunity early on in that inbound. It looks like it was Allie Mowen that cut across. She was looked like the first one that had the opportunity to get the ball.
Houston entering for Defiance.
35 seconds to play in the first half. Still one more opportunity for each team. Nice crossover. Good defense. That's a push off, no call. Lost the handle. Out of bounds. This one going back to the Jackets. You could have really called probably something on both teams on that possession, Randy.
Yeah, even at the end of it, Lowry didn't realize that the ball was still in play after she lost it. I would have had a chance to make a play for it, but now huge opportunity for the Jackets. And you're going to see a trap coming. A good read there, Taylor Haynes. She was going to stop, coming to the near sideline, recognized the double was coming, kept moving. Ball ends up getting knocked out of bounds, and now this has been a trouble spot lately for the Jackets, just trying to inbound this.
Yep, from this very spot.
You're going to see a cutter. No, they're going to change it. The last possession, cutter went right. It was Allie Mowen.
Out of bounds. 7.9 to play. Both teams trying to close strong as we get another timeout, this time by the Warriors.
Yeah, it's the use it or lose it timeout, so good take there for Rochester Christian.
Gives us a chance to say thank you to Service Master by McCann. Keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance.
Yeah, officials are going to help out Rochester Christian. They put a little bit of time back on the clock, so full 10 seconds for the Warriors to go the length of go three-quarter court.
See what the Warriors do, see if the Jackets pressure. It looks like they're just going to pick them up at the three-point line.
Yeah, they played their best defense in the half court here lately. So they're going to recognize what they're going to do. Yeah, come out, force them to handle the basketball, start the clock.
Triple try, short. That'll be the end of the first half with a Jordan Wynn rebound. So the Jackets trail by 5, 33-28. Or that rebound actually going to go to Kayla Houston, I believe, 21. So we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll give you some halftime stats to get you ready for the second half of basketball. It's Defiance College basketball on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
Athletics teaches you a ton of lessons on time management and how to treat other people, how can you problem solve, and how to be a well-rounded person. At Defiance, we honestly have a huge emphasis on service, doing community events, going out and making their lives better when we can.
If we can get the students supporting other students, then that'll show the community that we're actually here to compete, we're here to get better, and then the community will start getting on. It's pushed me to get outside my comfort zone. Freshman year, I was kind of this homebody to myself, but then sophomore year, put myself more out there, and then I've honestly just flourished.
I think the right way to play means to play with passion, play with heart, just remembering why you're here and why you decided to show up and give your all. One thing we really focus on is taking time to write down and share with each other like why we play. My locker is a picture of me as a little kid with my little helmet on, and it's a note of how I started playing and why I continue playing.
We're the Yellow Jackets, and this is how we play.
All right, back at the Carl H. Wiener Center, the campus of Defiance College. Jim and Randy on a Tuesday night.
That still feels weird.
Yeah, it does. I got to keep saying it to remind myself that it's only Tuesday. Usually when you look at the basketball schedule, Randy, you see Wednesday, Saturday.
Yeah, especially conference games, yep.
Yeah, it's typically Wednesday, Saturday, but we're going to get a Tuesday night one here tonight, and I think there's going to be, there's one other schedule anomaly.
Tuesday afternoon, like late December, like a 2 o'clock start.
Something like that, yeah. There's a couple like that, but for the most part, the Yellow Jacket Sports Network will have your action on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So let's take a look at the team stats first. Rochester Christian shooting 46% compared to the Jackets' 30%. 7 more field goal attempts for the Jackets. Only 1 made 3, and that's by Rochester Christian. Both teams with 8 made free throws. Turnovers, though, that's an eye-opening number. 37 total turnovers, Randy.
Yeah,
one half of basketball.
Knew the number was high. You see there, 21 for Rochester Christian, 16 for Defiance, but it's the number underneath that probably more concerning for Defiance. So you forced Rochester Christian 21 turnovers. You only converted 14 points. Meanwhile, Rochester's forced 16, converted them into 14 points. So really, if you're Courtney PA, you got to look at the turnover stats as being even. Same number of points off of them. So rebounds a bit of an issue there. You see a big advantage for Rochester Christian. The fouls, yeah, we got a little high. The bench points, too. 24 Rochester Christian, just 2 off the bench so far for the Jackets. Points in the paint a little bit more even than I thought, as are the fast break points.
And the fast break points, that's something that it really seemed like it was more than that early on in the contest. That it seemed like everything the Jackets did was in transition.
Yeah, there definitely was more opportunities for fast break points, just unfortunately haven't been able to cash in. So I think we're going to take a look at some of the individual numbers for both of these teams as well.
for the. Oh, there we go. Kenny's right on the money as always. For the Warriors, Ashley Loon leads the team with 9 points and 5 rebounds. 5 points for Bakar, 4 for Summers and Williams, and so on it goes. A lot of players getting points, so there's a lot of depth and balance there with Rochester Christian. And really, when you talk about second half responsibilities, who to guard, who to double, things like that, nobody's really jumped out. And it's kind of what you see on the stat sheet, is you see players who are getting you anywhere between, like we said, between 10 and 7 a game. You have a whole slew of players who look like they could get you between 10 and 7 tonight.
Yeah, good job for Defiance. See Taylor Haynes there with 10 on 4 and 9 shooting. 10 points, 4 rebounds for her. Jordan Wynn, a good game, 9 points, 5 boards. Little got 6 early. Be interested to see a number of steals. I can't believe steals isn't in that individual total, but Mowen with 2. So wait and kind of see that the DC team kind of get untracked. And do want to mention before we get to our next break about the fall season wrapped up. So I want to congratulate the Defiance College football team for ending the season with a pair of wins. We've been talking about trying to end on a win streak, get a good one on the road to end up 4-7, which I think is the second consecutive 4-7 season for Coach Nickel. And about the volleyball team
here at Defiance College. There's about 7.5 before we get to the second half, so we're going to take a little bit of a break. When we come back, some keys to the matchup for half number 2 and the inbound of the ball for the third quarter right here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Back out at the Carl H. Wiener Center in the campus of Defiance College. It's 33-28 at halftime. Defiance College trails Rochester Christian in this WAC women's basketball matchup on a Tuesday evening. And Randy, I think one of the things I wrote down for question for Coach PA, assuming we get the opportunity to talk to her post-game, 37 total turnovers in the first half. Man, that is, you don't want to make things more difficult for yourself as a 1-3 team, as both these teams are. But not taking care of the basketball, that's a big bugaboo.
Yeah, and it's good news, bad news for the Jackets. So it's 37 total. You forced 21, like we said, that haven't been able to convert. You've only converted about half of them into points. You know, it's less than a point per turnover, and you take a look at that number, 14 points for 16 turnovers. So they've had the opportunities. We mentioned it, like the first, 3 possessions of the game for Rochester Christian ended up in turnovers. It was either
with transition opportunities.
Yeah, ball either rolls out of bounds or maybe the pass is a little too far. You get someone heading out for a run out, trying to get an easy layup. So just little things to clean up. So if your coach PA, really got to like the way your defense is played. You forced the turnovers, you've done what you've wanted to do and needed to do to stay into it, but just got to be able to convert on them and offensively just clean it up a little bit. Yeah, it's one thing to force turnover. It's another thing when you're forcing a turnover, but then you're just turning, you're just giving the ball right back over to them. So,
and that happened a few times in the first half too, where the team would work really hard to get a steal, change the possession, and then they just errant pass and give it right back. Rochester Christian will inbound to start the second half. A little bit of pressure by Caparos there. 10 on 10 to start the second half as Bakar matched up with Caparos.
And the Jackets also did a nice job kind of weathering the storm with the foul trouble in that second quarter.
The 4D experience.
Yeah, so we mentioned
selling out for the loose ball, and you get an opportunity for a meet and greet.
Yeah, I talked about Shawnee Little early on, what she's been able to do defensively.
I love it.
Yeah, you saw it there.
That was great hustle.
Near the end of the bench for Rochester Christian, you really saw it. Here's Taylor Haynes. And this is where the problem has been, but a nice job able to convert it right there.
Yep, steal and a points off turnover. Another steal.
Yeah, gotta like Shawnee. I believe that was Little. You got Little and Haynes, both of the ponytails, and sometimes it's tough to tell them apart. As we'll have to go. Little's got the purple headband, but a nice job. They're directing traffic, still in the backcourt after the turnover, and you saw one of them kind of point up court going, let's go, let's go.
Caparos with the lay-in, cuts the lead to 33-32. Nice spin move. Good job of holding onto that basketball there by Zeider.
Yeah, real nice job. Kendall Zeider realized the contact was coming, able to take the contact. Couldn't get the bucket, but big opportunity here. Rochester Christian just trying to get some points just to hold off DC as the Jackets have come out here, and you can really tell that that defensive intensity was talked about at halftime.
Foul against Shawnee Little. That's her third. We have 3 players on the floor for the Jackets with 3 fouls apiece. Both free throws drop. And the lead is 3 again, 35-32.
Yes, it looks like the Jackets are only going to go with 8 players tonight. So we noticed 1 on crutches, and there's 2 or 3 others in street clothes. So don't know the full extent of what happened a recent trip. Yeah, you saw the arm extended. Good call there. This is going to go on Andrews. You're going to see that off arm coming into your screen, and just when it comes out in that forearm.
She was falling down anyway, but that forearm, the extension, or not the forearm, but the hand extension kind of tells, whatever story you might have missed visually. You see the player, starting to go down, lose her footing a little bit, but that push was no mistake in that one. 10 on the shot clock. Jackets need to start moving.
Yeah, Coach PA trying to help out.
I love the hustle.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be a foul.
Gonna get a foul on the Jackets.
Yeah, this is going to go on Taylor Haynes. You're going to see just right here, she's going to undercut the Rochester Christian player. I didn't see the number on that, but unfortunately, it's going to be a tough foul.
Haynes
That's going to be
gets the
fourth.
foul, and that's 4, yeah. Now you really have no choice as Smith checks in. See some of her first action of the night.
Yeah, Azariah played sparingly in that opening half. But we'll see. We're going to see extended minutes. And now, let's see what the DC defense looks like with Taylor Haynes on the bench, I'm assuming for a majority of the rest of this third quarter.
I would have to think so. A very late whistle on that shot attempt.
Yeah, I think the officials are just going to wait and see if that was going to go in. That was going to one they were going to
I think it was a good call, too, because the defender in that case, fouls going against Houston. Houston had the jersey as she was behind a step on Summers. So it was a good call. Just like you said, I think it was a case where if the basket drops, maybe we just let that one
it's a good play on. Yep.
Yeah. First free throw up and good. 5 on the night. Second one up and good. That makes 6 on the night for Summers.
And Haynes enter for Defiance.
Haynes checks right back in for the Jackets. You got to get, I think it's just a case where because you're relatively limited bench-wise, you don't really have a whole lot of choices.
You're going to give her a chance here with the offensive possession. If it was a thing where you're going to sub in on defense, you'd leave her out, but you're going to give the chance to get an offensive possession, and the hope is you get a foul or a stoppage here, and that'll allow it to get a sub out. That would have been huge to get that from the corner.
Three-pointer, no good. Euro step, no good. Shot missed that time by Andrews.
I tried to go with the left hand, not her strong hand.
Going to get a foul on the floor on the drive. This is going against Rochester Christian.
This will be interesting to see if Coach PA goes offense for defense here. And she's going to leave Taylor Haynes on the floor.
Bakar with the whistle. It's her second foul. Nobody really in foul trouble for Rochester Christian. Again, they go into that bench.
And unfortunately now, 0 for 9 from behind the arc for the Jackets?
Still no threes made. Mowen getting ready to check in.
Yeah, see, we're going to see as many times as Defiance can do this, kind of steal some offensive possessions for Taylor Haynes. So you got the stoppage. We can get her out on defense. Okay. And if we get a chance here, as soon as you get any opportunity to get her to play on offense, the Jackets will do it.
Another thing I'm going to have to ask Coach about in our post-game interview is you can turn around jumper up and good that time by Summers. Again, Randy, it's, you can lament the bench depth and the foul situation, all that, but really what it also does is it's an opportunity to get really creative with your roster. And like you said, bringing in like an offense for defense sub to give Taylor Haynes some opportunities to get touches here in the third quarter despite having 4 fouls. Foul on the floor. This one's going against Zeider.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the call's going to be here. They're going to say that maybe Zeider didn't give, I don't even know who the offensive player was, enough space. And that was a very awkward foul.
Yeah, it's like she was holding her position and might have hip checked or something like that, but it wasn't much. Jackets will take the whistle, though. Errant cross-court pass.
That one was telegraphed cross-court.
Jumper no good. Jackets come away unscathed on this possession. Tough defense, full court pretty much all night by Rochester Christian. Making life tough for the Jackets. Another triple try. Hits the top of the backboard and the shot clock. This one will go out of bounds, and the Jackets still 0 for the night from beyond the arc.
They have had some decent looks, just
No
nothing's
doubt.
been able to fall through for them.
Yep. 5:52 here in quarter number 3. 39-32. Haven't set the score for a while. Entry pass up, no good. Summers on the miss, and the rebound by the Jackets.
Yeah, one of the rare times Rochester Christian didn't have anyone in the paint trying to crash the glass on the rebound.
Caparos with a nice hustle. Gonna get a foul on the floor against Rochester Christian.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a jump ball, but there must be a little contact before it. You see a little contact trying to create some space inside for Jordan Wynn.
Got Zyder on the call. That'll be her third. So now a little bit of foul trouble kind of sneaking in for the Warriors. But again, they are a really deep team. You look at that bench, there aren't many seats that aren't occupied by Rochester Christian players. Sub out. McElroy takes a seat.
Yeah, Kayla Houston kind of waved off the pass on the cut. Looks like she's okay trying to pick up a player defensively. Looks like she was limping a little bit. Now trying to get involved in the rebound as well.
18 to shoot, 5:08 to play in the third quarter. Gonna kick the ball back up top to Peterson. Gonna work it inside. Shot up, no good. Gonna get a tie ball. Possession arrows going to the Jackets.
A little late on the clock reset. I think the Rochester Christian coach is a little upset.
We're going to get a timeout on the floor, and we're going to take it with them. The media timeout, 4:51 to play. We'll be right back. 39-32, Rochester Christian leads.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
Welcome back, everybody. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and agricultural lending. Operating through a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties and 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. 4:51 to play in the third quarter, 39-32. The Warriors lead the Jackets. Foul trouble and bench depth, kind of the tail of the tape so far for the Jackets. Incredible, tenacious defense at times. We wondered and still wonder if it is a sustainable style of play. I mean, Coach is asking a lot out of those young ladies. I mean, that's why you do all of the wind sprints, and that's why you practice, and that's why you run and all that. But, man, it's an intense pace to keep up. Steal that time by the Warriors off the inbounds pass. I mean, credit to them, for the Jackets not being an extremely deep team. They're playing with a lot of speed, a lot of intensity, and a lot of heart. Peterson knocks the runner down, and it's 41-32. 4 points on the night for Peterson. Jackets need to get some baskets to drop.
Got a 3-second call in the paint.
So 3 seconds turnover, turns the ball back to the Warriors. 2 substitutions coming in. For the Jackets, that's Mowen, and that is also Smith checking in. Azariah will pick up the ball. Handler coming up. That one goes off her leg, I believe. Ooh. Almost an opportunity for the Jackets right there to get that deflection. on the take. And this one goes out of bounds. We'll stay with Rochester Christian. 3:57 to play in the quarter. 16 to shoot. Good defense that time by Wynn. And you get a turnover.
Trying to get a lob to the low block. The player intended for the pass kind of vacated the area.
Caught in between two different moves right there. Turnover by Caparros.
Yeah, tough break.
41-32.
Yeah, she's trying to go somewhere with the basketball. Had a cutter coming behind her, and she wanted to turn and pass, and kind of got caught between two moves.
Under 20 to shoot. Good screen. Strong take. Shot no good by Andrews. Jackets will clear. Look to push. Still no threes made on the night for Defiance College. Certainly want to knock one of those down. Inject a little energy into the Wiener Center tonight. Nice crossover. Nice pass. Shot deflected. No good. That's the size difference right there coming into play for the Warriors.
Yeah, nice job under the basket to get a big defensive stop. And officials are going to say that's going to hit the
shot clock.
Yeah.
Looked like it just bounced sideways.
Yeah, I thought it might have caught the catch the wire.
Could have. All I know is the Jackets came down with the rebound anyway, so I mean it was. No matter which way you want to look at it, Defiance was coming away with that ball.
I think in a situation like that, it might have just been a play on.
I think so, too.
Brought my whistle, so I'm going to use it.
That's like the use it or lose it timeout, right?
That's right.
They gifted me a whistle, or they probably had to buy one. Yeah.
I don't think they're gifted anymore.
No.
Yeah, I think you buy it with your kit. It comes with your black pants and your black shoes.
Jordan Wynn with the turnaround off the glass, 41-34. Foul on the floor during the take. This will be a two-shot opportunity for Bakar.
Yeah, strong drive of that left hand. Just able to initiate the contact, and a good job to get to the free throw line.
Azariah with the foul. The 5'4" freshman. That'll send Bakar to the line for a pair. First one is up and good. 42-34 your score on the Defiance College scoreboard.
Yeah, an interesting trip for Azariah Smith to get here from Nassau, Bahamas, and the prestigious IMG Academy in Florida.
She was one of the players that the coach was talking about, coming from, teams that have winning attitudes. I mean, you talk about you put the word academy at the end of a younger basketball player, and you know that there are some lofty expectations with all of those players.
Yeah, it's Shawnee Little from Afrocentric. If anyone knows anything about the Afrocentric girls basketball program statewide now, Jackets are going to be in a bind here. They're going to be down to just one timeout the rest of the way.
43-34 your score gives us a chance to say thank you to Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. We also want to say thank you to Paramount Healthcare, a proud sponsor and health plan provider of Defiance College. Offering a full range of health insurance plans and services to suit your healthcare needs, Paramount by ProMedica is health insurance by healthcare professionals. Find out more at ParamountHealthcare.com. So a 9-point deficit for the Jackets with under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Definitely not out of the realm of possibility to even potentially draw near, if not tie, at the end of this quarter. Number one, no threes made tonight. I mean, the shooting from outside has been it's been challenged. I mean, you know, it's not like they're standing up there all alone ready to fire up threes. Good defense by the Warriors and that perimeter defense they play. But again, no threes dropping for Defiance. Both teams, not taking as good a care of the basketball, I think, as the coaches would like. But again, how much of that is not taking care of the basketball, and how much can be attributed to just good defense, good hustle on both sides?
Yeah, it's kind of a 50-50. There's been some looks, especially from behind the arc for Defiance, just haven't dropped. So it's just been a combination of, defense and just one of those nights. But this is a DC team that's shot 23% from behind the arc coming into the two today. So that just kind of continued with what the trend's been this year.
McElroy missed the three. Good rebound that time by Haynes. Haynes still battling despite having 4 fouls.
Correction.
We'll go to the line for a pair.
Mowing into Palos, enter for Defiance.
Yeah, they've Coach PA's done a really nice job with Taylor Haynes. We've talked about it a couple of times. Leads his team in scoring tonight with 12, playing with 4 fouls, and they bought a few extra possessions with her on the offensive end of the floor. Now with her at the free throw line, the key is got to make this one for her, get her out so she doesn't pick up her 5th foul on defense.
Yep, good call.
Got a sub ready for the table. There we go.
Smith entering for Defiance.
If the Jackets can stay within striking distance, we'll see this until the final
2 minutes?
3-4 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, probably 3-4 minutes.
Let's give Rochester Christian credit. They've answered the bell. Jackets came out in the second half, got it down to 1 possession game, 35-32. Rochester Christian was able to extend the lead, did the same thing in that opening half. This was a 2019 game. Rochester Christian was able to extend the lead.
Lost the handle. Stop, pop, no good. Shot missed by Lockie. Jackets get the rebound.
The rebound numbers were plus 9 for Rochester Christian at the half. That's got to be closed up here. There's a big 3.
First one made of the night for the Jackets. Shawnee Little is the one who knocks it down, and we get a foul on the drive up court.
Yeah, just a little swipe, and unfortunately this is going to be the
Wynn.
5th team foul, which means it's going to be the bonus.
That'll send Bakar to the line for 1-1.
Yeah.
52.7 to play here in the third quarter.
Should be 2.
Oh, 2?
Is no 1-1 anymore.
Those were the days. Now it's a moot point. I'm still wrong, but it was a moot point.
Yeah, Bakar's had a pretty good game.
Second one, no good.
Just look for a point total, but they don't have her on the sideboard.
It's early for everybody.
It is. Now, the men have had a couple of home games that we weren't here for, but do believe we're going to be here for a majority of the rest of them.
Yeah, it's the Yellow Jacket Sports Network going to be covering home conference games throughout the basketball season, so you'll be seeing and hearing plenty of us. Like Randy said earlier, not sure if we should say you're welcome or we're sorry, but hopefully
with the addition of the purple and golds, we're going to see a little bit of a reach coming top of the key.
I want to see if they get Bakar on that one.
Yeah,
I think they're
tried to poke the ball, try to kind of reach through Taylor Haynes. That's going to be is that the 5th team foul on Rochester Christian?
5th or 6th, yeah.
Both
teams in the bonus.
Taylor Haynes will shoot the double bonus, or just the bonus now. I guess not really double bonus anymore. This is where still getting to high school game pays off, because this is the new rule at the high school level initiated last year. Now the men's game with the 20-minute halves, it still gets me. Can we go to quarters like everyone else?
Someday, maybe.
Can we please?
Someday, maybe.
Can we please play quarters like every other version of basketball over the world? This isn't a U.S. thing. This is a world thing. Euro basketball plays quarters. The International Basketball Federation plays quarters. The Olympics plays quarters. Men's Collegiate United States Basketball, 2 halves. Can we please play quarters?
What if they just put a media timeout right in the middle?
Can we just? I'll be okay with that. Just reset it, reset the fouls, or do something. But can we just please play quarters? Why we are so gung ho on? Oh, the original rules of basketball were written in the halves. I understand that. We've also gotten rid of the leather ball and the peach baskets. Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox here, but
first free throw up and good.
Good Lord, I mean, come on.
Well, if you could have dinner with any famous, figure from history, maybe Dr. Naismith might be one of the ones you want to have at your table.
Listen.
Somewhere down the road,
Dr. Naismith.
Hear me out here, Dr.
There's going to be a couple great inventions. You have no clue what they are. One of them is going to be the radio, and the other one's going to be this thing called television. They're going to want to air your sport, but we're going to play these things called commercials, and it'd be better if there was more timeouts. We need quarters, which, by the way, we've come to the end of one.
Or just consistency for consistency's sake. Why not, right? 46-40 your score. The Warriors lead after 3, and we're going to come back for, wait for it, Randy, a 4th quarter here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. We'll be right back, everybody.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you Medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
46-40 your score coming into the start of the 4th quarter. Both teams look like they should hit their scoring average. Well, it looked like it early, Randy, but now the Jackets...
I'm not 100% sure here. You see the shooting numbers.
59.5.
And that Jacket number continues to go down 29%.
Yeah.
Rochester Christian, 43-point numbers, not anything anyone wants to write home about. Good job, the turnover, 16 at the half, 21 through 3. So DC just 5 turnovers in that 3rd quarter. Rochester Christian just 5. They were at 21. See the points off them. Even the rebound number still +8 for Rochester Christian. Thought maybe DC had cut into that. It felt like in the game that the Jackets had cut into that number a little bit, but a huge number, 11 offensive rebounds. So Jackets have given themselves a chance, and really 46-40, if you can hit some threes, you're still a 2-possession game. So this one, far from over. We thought it was going to be competitive. 2 teams trying to get better. This is going to be one of those games where we're going to see at the end of the year, you're going to take a look at someone's standings, and someone's going to be, a game away from maybe qualifying for the conference tournament, and this is going to be one the losing team's going to kind of lament, going, if we would have got that one, we'd be that much closer.
Yep. Despite the fact that it's early in the season, we get a strong take to the basket. That one was by Peterson. Should get fouled on the way up.
Defiant foul on Little. Her 4th, team first.
Yeah, so now we've got Shawnee Little picking up her 4th foul. So Little's got 4. Haynes has got 4. You've already done some magic in this 3rd quarter, trying to buy some extra possessions with Taylor Haynes on the floor. So this will be interesting what the Jackets do. Is Shawnee Little has not only ran the offense, but she's been active defensively as well.
A lot to ask of the freshman. And you can't keep subbing Allie Mowen in for everybody because Allie's already on the floor.
Yeah, this is going to be, I said, you're doing this because you got the offense, you got the ball. If it was a thing Rochester Christian was going to have this, you wouldn't see them on the floor. And you got to remember the Jackets also down to just 1 timeout as well.
Caparos kicking it in, turn around, straight up for the block attempt. But they call a foul. They're going to get this one against Zeider.
Yeah, Kendall Zeider kind of looked at the official, wanted to know what she did wrong, and I'm going to kind of agree with her. as it looks like she's straight up defensively. The official, you can defend with your arms if you stay straight up, and that's the official will kind of give you the cone. I don't know how else to describe it. They'll come in and if you keep your personal space, but as soon as those that upper body extends or those arms come down, that's what they'll call the foul on.
2 free throws coming for the Jackets. First one, no good. 46-40 your score, 9:27 to play in the contest.
Yeah, the Jackets got helped out. A couple of missed free throws on the other end, but you got to cash in here.
Second one up and good. 46-41 your score on the Defiance College scoreboard. One of these teams is going to be 2 and 3 by the time the evening is over. Jackets hoping it is them. Nice dish. Couldn't get the shot to drop. It'll send the Warriors to the line for a pair.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to go on Jordan Wynn. Nope, they are going to get Caperos.
They'll send Eunice to the line for 2 free throws.
It's going to be the third on Caperos. Okay.
Haynes entering for Defiance.
Yeah, we'll see Taylor Haynes get a chance to play offense. So, yeah, we're going to roll the dice and leave Little and Haynes both on the floor with 4 fouls.
You said it earlier, Randy. At some point you have to.
Yeah.
It's just, are they both going to be on the floor at the same time?
And it's a thing, again, Jackets are going to go on offense, presumably. Made free throws, so that helps out. So if it was a thing where it was going to be a foul on the floor and you're going to play defense, I don't think Defiance would have done this. But knowing that they're going to get a possession.
Gutted 3 drops. Ali Mauer knocks down the triple.
She's stepped up. She's done that at times over her career here at Defiance. Now a senior stuck with this program, trying to see it through the rebuild, and a huge bucket for Ali Mauer.
Jackets looking to ratchet up the defensive intensity here with 8:40 to play in the contest. Force them to play a perimeter game. Don't let them work it inside. Got a cookie jar foul that time on Jordan Wynn.
Just the late hands. You're going to see it here. Watch the entry pass.
Watch, I believe it's the left hand.
Yeah, it's going to come in.
The right hand reached over.
Yeah, and just
Not
coming
much,
in.
but enough.
You got to watch
4 on her. On Wynn. Wynn will take a seat. Houston checks in.
Now, Coach P.A., if she can play these players with 4 fouls and not get any of them to foul out, then she's going to teach a class in this.
Yeah, I'm tipping my cap. Lost the handle. Out of bounds. Could have called a double dribble there too, but she never really regained possession once she lost it.
Yeah, let's give credit to Caperos. He saw at the top of the key on that dribble drive. Didn't knock the ball away, but caused just enough trouble to have that ball kind of, I don't want to say squirt free, but caused just enough trouble to lose the handle.
Jackets looking to cut into this deficit of 4 even more. Short jumper, no good. Going to get a tie ball. Possession arrow is going to stay with the Jackets.
Heads up play under the basket, Taylor Haynes. I don't know if we can get a replay of the scrambling for the loose ball, but Taylor Haynes wanted. You could tell she wanted to reach in, and then I got 4. I can't risk anything coming on me, and thankfully a teammate was right there. A heads up play, not to do anything remotely difficult that would even suggest the official to blow the whistle and pick up her 5th foul. Now we'll get saved by kick ball.
Yep, kick on the drive, driving basically into a double or a triple team right there. That's just the collapsing defense. The 2-3 look for the Warriors right now. It means the zone is doing its job if it collapses into itself. So you got to spread them out here and try to work on a cut or knock down a triple.
Yeah, it's got a double coming.
Good defense, good help defense right there. Good hands by Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, Caperos recognized that. A double was coming, tried to step through, looking for the open player, couldn't find it, and unfortunately, she's tied up, and the arrow goes towards Rochester Christian. Now they're going to do the offense for defense, so 2 players with 4 will sit, and we'll see two defenders step in. One of them looks like it's going to be Zaria Smith.
Bad pass out of bounds. Rochester Christian helping the Jackets' cause there with an errant pass to the side.
Yeah.
One player cuts, the other one
Right.
kicks out.
And
ultimately, both are disappointed.
any dead ball where Defiance goes on offense is going to be a huge help, because that's going to allow the Jackets to roll the dice and go with their 2 players with 4 fouls on offense. Yes, you can pick up your 5th foul on offense. It's highly unlikely, and you can have kind of more control over the way you play to avoid getting a 5th foul in offense.
Yep,
but
it's mostly about what you choose to do on the offensive
and
glass.
It's huge. If you can, again, we mentioned it in that third quarter, just steal some possessions. In and out 3 from the corner.
Mowen misses the 3. Entry pass a little too far, triple try. Yes.
Yeah, you saw Taylor Haynes there. Wanted to kind of chase down after that one. And again, kind of pulled back, knowing she's got 4 fouls.
Ashley Loon with the make. Her 12th point in the night extends the lead to 7, 51-44. That was a big-time, timely 3 for the Warriors.
Yeah, again, it's just been that kind of night for the Jackets. An opportunity to cut the lead. Haynes got to be careful here.
And boy, it looked like Loon did everything in her power to try to lean in and draw foul number 5 right there.
Yeah, you know, these players for Rochester Christian, they're smart too. They realize it. And again, the Jackets, an opportunity, had the lead down to 4. And still have a chance here.
Caparos knocks it down. Back to 6. 47 points for the Jackets.
Still 2-possession game with 6 minutes to go, so plenty of time for DC. Just, again, you got 2 players with 4 fouls, playing a little bit more defense than they'd like. Still got to defend, but you got to defend without fouling, and that's where the tough part comes.
Exactly, especially when you have players know they can get an entry pass into the paint and drive to the basket without being touched. Steal that time by the Warriors, who were looking to extend.
Yeah, Loon did a nice job recognizing the cutter.
10-point lead, just like that.
And at times for Defiance, it's almost like playing 5-on-3 on the defensive end of the floor.
Caparos,
nice
right-hand scoop.
Basket by Caparos.
Kick it out to the top. Strong drive. They're basically going in uncontested because of the foul trouble right now.
Yeah, they're attacking. They don't. There's 2. Yeah, they know. They being Rochester Christian, they know that Defiance has got 2 players, both with 4 on the floor. They're gonna go after them, like you said, Jim. It's the best thing to do here. You see Taylor Haynes. Taylor Haynes wants to come after and play this, but again, she knows, and coach has kind of got after her a little bit too. You're going to see her here again. I don't want to say kind of let him go, but can't be as aggressive as she wants to be.
Triple try, no good.
Got to be careful going for that one. Yeah, a huge break.
Peterson gets the offensive rebound, then doesn't put it on the floor, takes a step.
A little stutter step under the basket. So again, Defiance would love to get their 2 players with 4 fouls out, but a chance here because they're going to play offense.
Media timeout. We're going to take it with them. 4:33 to play in the contest. 59-51, the Warriors lead. We'll be right back.
The value of champions of character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
4.5 left to play here in the ballgame. 59-51, the Warriors lead on the road. Randy and Jim here on a Tuesday evening, and Jackets shooting percentage coming up a little bit, but still 33% from the floor. Randy, 18 of 55 for the Jackets, 46% shooting for Rochester, Michigan. Rochester Christian.
And Rochester, Michigan.
I got them both
that's
right.
That's all there.
Twofer. 19
Yeah, the
made
numbers
free
are
throws compared
right.
to 12 for the Jackets. So they're +7 from the line, and your margin is +8 right now. So, I mean, obviously you can point at a couple of things on the stat sheet, Randy, but free throws is one of them that jumps out that kind of matches the point differential.
Yeah, between that and shooting the threes and taking advantage of the turnovers has been some of the huge numbers so far for Rochester Christian. The Warriors are going to stick in that
It's like the 2-3 zone.
2-3. Let's see how active they get in it. It's not a bad idea against a team that struggled shooting threes. You see him force a turnover there.
Rochester basket.
Basket made by Loon. Paparos puts it on the floor. No good. Shot rimmed out.
Tough break, just rolled off the rim.
Offensive foul. This one going against Zider.
Yeah, coach is going to want this one. Did you see
I think that's 5 on Zider. That's 5 on Zider. So, interestingly enough, despite all the foul trouble for the Jackets, the first player fouls out is a Rochester Christian player.
Yeah, and you see coach, I don't think is pleased with that call.
Nope, Coach Jared Ocampo talking with the official. Be interesting to see the replay of that, where the defender was positioned. Obviously, he can't be in the circle.
Well, I think what he's saying is it was outside of the cylinder, but he's saying that there were 2 defenders there, and one of them, and we did see it, I think it was Ali Mowen. It was Mowen or Caperos, and I think they were both. One of them was, I was saying a little jittery, but you saw kind of slide over a little bit, kind of waiting for the contact.
Win with the make, 8-point deficit, 3.5 to play.
But Zider, you talk about the size advantage that Rochester Christian has. Zider at 6'2", has to exit the contest. That makes Rochester Christian a little bit smaller. And they still got Summers out there at 6'1". Hasn't been the big offensive factor that we thought she'd be. Coming in leading scorer for the Warriors at about 14 a game.
It's a different situation when you have a couple of 6'2" players out there versus when they're not out there. And this is a case where the Jackets, if they have a chance, they're going to have to attack, just like right there. Just can't get that shot to drop, the reverse scoop.
Yeah, good idea for Haynes. This ball's going to be popped free, so the Jackets getting the opportunities. At that turnover number we saw at that media timeout, 30 for Rochester Christian. It's grown. It's DC with DC plenty of opportunities.
And the possession arrow, so they're down 3 possessions right now. Still 3 minutes to play. It's about the 3-minute point where, like you said, Randy, when do you, as we get a foul on the floor, is that going to be during the take?
This might be, this could be
2 shots
for Little.
Foul going that time against Eunice.
Let's see where the contact comes here. So you can see Little with the drive, and then she pulls up.
Right there was the bump. So Eunice actually got her. Well, they'll say in the act of shooting, and I'm good with that. First one's up and good. Seven-point game. Second free throw on the way. Rims out. Good battle for the rebound right there, but a good job not to come over the back and get the whistle.
Yeah, and again, Jordan Wood played with 4 fouls. Trying to be aggressive. You got to temper it a little bit. And again, that's just been the trouble. But I can't do anything about that. Threes drop like that.
Mila Alls knocks down the triple. Do the Jackets have an answer? No on that 3. Going to get a foul that time against Caparos off the miss.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough break because this ball's bouncing around. Tries to reach out and just unfortunately initiates a little too much contact with a Rochester Christian player.
2:28 to play in the contest. Neither team in the bonus yet.
Tell me if you've heard this one before. It's the 4th foul on the DC player.
Finally. Just kidding. That's unfortunately been a reality that Coach PA has had to navigate, and she's navigated it well. The players have navigated it well. I think since you're at about the 2-minute mark, I think now's the time when you 3 seconds turnover. I think now's about the time when you just say, look, you have 0 fouls as far as I'm concerned. Just play it out.
Yeah, Coach PA is gonna put Wynn and Taylor Haynes back on the floor. So I think 2:12 to go, down 10. You need some offense. I think she's gonna have her best players on the floor.
Take a break for Little to tie that shoe. 2 minutes, 10 seconds and counting to play in the ballgame. 10-point deficit for the Jackets. No foul called on the tape. Layup up and good by Haynes.
Yeah, nice job. The loose ball ends up rolling right into the hands of Little. Little's able to find Haynes under the basket. Now Jackets got to come up with a stop. They've had a few of them tonight.
Or just a turnover, which Rochester Christian
they've committed their fair share.
Yeah, has been very generous giving the ball back to the Jackets
had
tonight.
One there.
Shot no good, but a rebound again by Alls.
Yeah, Haynes again trying to be careful with the 4 fouls. Unfortunately, I think Jordan Wynn just picked up her 5th.
Fighting for the rebound in there along with Emily Lockey.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough break. Just goes up, tries to get a rebound. Unfortunately, there's some contact, but
So
Jordan
Wynn will exit the game with 14 points in those 5 tough fouls.
Tried navigating the best she could. Did Coach PA with the players with fouls.
I think if you come into the quarter with 4 or into the half or any semblance of that and you don't foul out till about a minute to play in the ball, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you're asking a limited bench to play lights out, fast defense, aggressive on both sides of the floor, to not commit fouls just by happenstance. You know, I mean, trying to battle for position, battle for a rebound, try to get a deflection or a steal. I mean, it's tough.
And now we're going to see the Jackets send Kayla Houston on the floor with 4 fouls.
If you were waiting for a moment to push, this is it. Final minute and 10 seconds. Jackets unfortunately lose the handle as Haynes, I think, was thinking collect and shoot.
Yeah,
and then
rolled
just
up
never completed the catch. Minute 7 to go, 9-point lead for the Warriors. With a win, the Warriors will go to 2-0 in the WAC. Jack's looking to draw even at 1-1. Nice crossover. Pretty layup that time by Emily Lockey. That should just about do it for the Jackets. Down double digits with under a minute to play. Jackets taking too much time on offense here. This one they say is going to go off Mowen out of bounds. And with 32.9, they can all but ice it. Just holding on to the ball here. Good defense. No fouls. Oh, going to get a foul. That's a tough call right there. Tough call on Haynes, and for Haynes, that'll be her 5th. I love the aggressive defense right there. I love the no foul. But again, that shows you how hard it is when you want to play tough and physical and in your face to not pick up a foul at some point. Eunice at the line for 2. First one up and good. Extends the lead to 12, 68-56. That's her 7th point on the night. Eunice looking for point number 8 on this free throw. It's up, no good. Bad foul right there by Alls over the back with a 12-point lead with 23 seconds to play.
Warrior foul on Alls, third, team fourth.
So one more foul puts the Jackets in the bonus. I don't think that foul is going to get committed, though.
Defiance basket by Caparros.
Caparros with the left-handed runner. Final seconds.
Jackets are going to play this one all the way to the end here, so give them credit. Played tough without fouling. Yeah, good job.
Good job by the Jackets.
58, Rochester 68.
68-58 your final score. We're going to take a quick timeout, give you some post-game stats, and perhaps have an opportunity also to talk with Coach Courtney PA right here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar. It doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
Jim Bellman and Randy Roberts out at the Carl H. Wiener Center on the campus of Defiance College. 68-58 your final. Rochester Christian defeats Defiance College. Both teams turnovers. Unfortunately, a combined 61 total turnovers, but a combined 50 points off those turnovers. Jackets hung tough, especially in the second half, but really you look at bench points and free throws. They're +8. The game was +10. +8 on the free throws, but bench points 46-5. We talked about at the beginning, Rochester Christian, very deep bench, and they subbed pretty liberally throughout. It was just a question of, what the difference was going to be, and that was certainly a huge impact point tonight.
Yeah, and again, the Jackets playing a little shorthanded. It looked like just 8 healthy bodies tonight. And they went with as many as they could, and unfortunately came up on the short end. But you see that Jackets end up at 33% from the floor, so shooting, I think, 36% coming into tonight. So, again, turnover number high, but you got to like the fact that you forced 34. Mentioned the points off of it. You got to try to convert more of them. Mm-hmm. Rebounds end up +13 in favor of Rochester Christian. So use their height to their advantage. Offensive numbers were even there. So no block shots for what it's worth. The Jackets do end up 19 steals on the night. So 34 points in the paint, 10 fast break points. Felt like could have been a lot more of those for the Jackets. They end up just falling a little short, as it looks like Coach PA is trying to make her way up here.
Let's take a look at some individual stats real quick, and then we're going to take a quick timeout before Coach joins us. Game's leading scorer, Taylor Haynes, no surprise there with 17 points, 14 for Jordan Wynn on 9 rebounds, 12 points for Little, and 9 for Caparros. Ashley Loon led the Warriors in scoring with 16 points and 6 boards, 10 points and 6 boards for Alls, and then 8 points apiece for Bakar and Summers. But again, you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players for the Jackets scored, and you had, it looks like, about 10 score for Rochester Christian, and a lot of that kind of lends itself to the bench scoring that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, and the Jackets did a nice job of what they could, especially with the foul trouble. So Haynes battled it, and give Jordan Wynn credit, a rebound away from nearly a double-doubles. Look like Coach is here, so I'll get up out of the way and let you talk to her.
All right, we are momentarily going to be joined. Joined by Coach Courtney PA of the Defiance College Yellow Jackets. And Coach, I had to ask my son to go grab, I was going to recycle these papers, but I had questions on the back, and I forgot my questions, doggone it. I need my 3x5 cards here.
I get that.
Number one, the question I want to ask you is about the tempo of the game early. The Jackets came out on defense, forced a lot of turnovers, and did a great job with the intensity, but we wondered up here because of the depth and the injury that happened in the first half and things like that.
Yeah.
How do you sustain that level of play, or do you kind of strategically pick your moments for, okay, give me about 4 minutes of, full court pressure, and then let's dial it back a little bit, maybe take a timeout, get a media timeout, whatever, and then, look, give me 3 more minutes of this, or how do you facilitate, manage that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little tough, right? Because we already kind of start at a disadvantage with height, right? Because we got our tallest players down with concussion right now, and so you have to strategically manage it. So if you notice, we would do offense, defense, subbing,
yes,
right? So, strategically, it was who can we afford to put here and here in certain times, and then, you got several people with 4 fouls. That's also tough. Of our starters, they all had 4 or 5 fouls. So that within itself is a little tough, but I think our players like A.Z. Smith, Monet, Ali coming off the bench, they really did help us put up some good minutes. Trying to get different looks, but we did our best of what we had.
And that actually leads perfectly into the next question, which is, bench depth. There is a fine line between lamenting about bench depth and giving profuse credit to you and your coaching staff for the creativity that you have to. I mean, you can game plan for it, you can prepare for it in practice, you can talk about it, breaking down film and things like that, but it's different.
Yes.
Really, isn't it?
Yeah.
During the game where you're forced to, you're hamstrung with players with 3 and 4 fouls early in the game. I think in the first half, a couple of players had 3 fouls, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So you had to get uber creative with your sub policies and practices and, managing minutes and things like that. So, I mean, hats off to you and the coaching staff.
Thank you.
That was a tremendously creative job of coaching to keep them out of getting those 4th and 5th fouls until way late in the ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, having Coach E on the sidelines this year has really helped us become a better program. She is a tremendous help, but I keep saying it, she's one of the best coaches in the country, and I'm just really glad that she's on the sidelines with me. It feels good when you have someone you can trust, someone who there's another brain on that bench that can help you, and you don't have to figure out everything by yourself.
Yeah.
So having Coach E a part of this program is words can't express how thankful I am for her, because it's a big help for me. It takes a load off my shoulders for sure, and she's a hooper. So that's what you need. You need a coaching staff of hoopers because your IQ has to be there, right? So if things aren't falling the way that we want, we have to start getting creative. And actually, right before the game today, we were kind of talking about how basketball is a lot like art. The court is our canvas. And sometimes you just gotta make do with what you have. Sometimes you may not have purple, so you gotta mix stuff together and make purple, right? And so I'm excited to have her with me this year.
A lot of energy too.
Oh yes, lots of energy.
That's easy to spot.
Oh yeah,
from
lots
up
of
here,
energy.
especially when like a 50-50 ball, maybe a perceived missed call by an official or something like that, where it's like, this is something that should be in our favor, and if it doesn't happen that way, I felt the energy from all the way up here, which I love. I love it.
Good.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about deflections was my next topic.
Ooh, yeah.
The number of turnovers and the number of steals, a little correlation between those two. But both teams did a fantastic job, in my opinion, of just playing their whole body when it comes to defense.
Yes.
I mean, you can body up on somebody,
Yeah.
you know, if you have to, stick a foot out, get a kickball for an out of bounds. But, I mean, it's the deflections they were getting their hands in every passing lane, deflecting shots, deflecting passes, taking transition opportunities away from Rochester Christian.
Yeah.
Let's just talk a little bit about the importance of that kind of defense, using your whole body to really just make life tough for the opponent.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we want to, continue to enforce, right, is you've got to use all of your body. But we always talk about we play defense with our feet, not our hands, right? We use our feet to make people turn. We use our hands to make people either think, give up a bad pass, or we're getting our hands on it. Fortunate for us, we may be short, but we're long. We're long, okay, and we're athletic. And so I was really proud of our defensive efforts and the aggression that we played in today. I thought was really great. 19 steals in a game is phenomenal. Having 8 in that first quarter, I'm extremely proud of our team for the defensive effort. We turned that team over 34 times.
Amazing.
And I mean, unfortunately, we didn't capitalize off of as much as we should have. We could have had a couple more points, but we definitely let them know we were here.
No doubt. And you brought up the subject of turnovers. Very tasty.
Yeah.
Not good for basketball.
Yeah.
Not good for – and both teams, I think. Is it – I mean, Randy and I talked about this during the game. It's kind of like the bench depth. It's easy to say, man, we're turning the ball over too many times or whatever like that. But you also – I mean – you have to give credit to the defense in cases like that, too, because you forced a lot of turnovers from Rochester Christian. I think both defenses played really spirited defense tonight. So, I mean, that was – I think it's something that it's good to see as the season progresses. You're playing a team in Rochester Christian that's, 1-3 like the Jackets are, coming in with, a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, maybe. I think both teams playing with a little bit of chip on their shoulder tonight. But the defenses both just playing lights out aggressive, which, I mean, that causes those turnovers.
For sure. And like I said, I'm really proud of our efforts because we got better today in a lot of different areas. And coach at Rochester Christian's a great coach, good dude. So definitely give lots of respect to that team. Because they're a solid team, they've been solid for the last few years under him, and I think we did a great job. We just needed to make a little bit more baskets. I mean, we got 63 more. We got up 63 shots to their 47. And I mean that was a part of the game plan of like getting up a shot every possession. And so, like I said, we executed things really well. We needed some of them to fall. I mean, scoring 8 points in the second quarter is a little tough. But once we put all 4 quarters together, I'm going to just keep saying it to people. Just keep staying tuned.
Yep, keep watching.
Yeah.
And on that note, Coach, the last question I have for you is the three-point shooting tonight.
Oh, yeah.
How much of that was an emphasis coming in, and was it basically just like, give me best available, cleanest look, and if it happens to be a 3, it's a 3? Because the threes, I mean, it took until, about the third quarter or fourth quarter for the first one to drop?
Yeah, it took us a little minute. I think it was the third quarter we got our first one, and then the second quarter we only took a couple. Yeah. We don't want to live and die by the 3, but we have some three-point shooters, and even just trying to get them looks, and like Monet McElroy, she's a shooter for sure. Trying to get her some looks, but it didn't fall today. I'm glad she took the shots that she took, but sometimes you have to go with you pass up a good shot for a great shot, and so sometimes that great shot may not always necessarily be the 3, but if it's available, and we had some moments where we missed them, right? So we're talking about seeing the floor and not just playing sideline to sideline. You got to see everything. So sometimes it was open on the backside. Sometimes it was open in transition, but also taking it at the right time, right? Because if you're going to take a 3, you want to make sure that you at least have someone to rebound just in case you happen to miss it. So, we didn't take as many today, which I'm not too mad about. I'd rather us take good ones and it be less than what we may expect.
Well, it's not necessarily your game, right?
Yeah, I mean
you can play a good inside-outside game, but I think that the guards – it seems like from watching tonight, again, limited sample size, this is the first time I've seen the team, but I think that they are not bashful at all about driving.
Oh yeah, no.
And so the guards aren't going to stand out at the 3-point line. The point guard or the small forward, they're not. The 2 and the 3 aren't going to stand out there at the 3-point line waiting for the ball. They're cutting.
Yeah,
and everybody's moving, and so that I'm with you on not
Yeah.
taking a bunch of threes because it's your strength. I think is the motion and the attack towards the basket.
Yeah, I mean that's why most teams are gonna go zone at some point with us,
Mhm.
right? And try to expose that piece. But like I said, we've got shooters, and so you get us on the right night and. You zone us if you want to, but when you kick that out and we're starting knocking down, you got to figure out what you're going to do.
Exactly.
And so it may not be a team full of shooters like some teams have, but we've got them, and when we use them correctly, it'll be lethal.
Coach Courtney P.A. has been my guest. And, Coach, we look forward to seeing you for the Purple and Gold this weekend.
Absolutely.
We're going to be here Friday and Saturday night.
Awesome. Can't wait.
All right. Coach Courtney P. has been my guest. 68-58 your final tonight. Rochester Christian wins. But we look forward to seeing you again Friday at 5 p.m. on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.